Have you ever woken up at 3 a.m. with your chest feeling tight, a faint throb pulsing in your neck, or your heart fluttering like a trapped bird? It's frightening, and for millions of people over 60, these silent nighttime warnings are happening far more often than they realize. Your heart works hardest while you sleep, repairing vessel walls and balancing blood pressure. Yet certain bedtime routines quietly push it toward danger every single night. The most shocking part? These habits don't feel bad in the moment. They seem relaxing, even comforting, until years of tiny invisible damage suddenly show up as a racing heartbeat, sky-high blood pressure, or a 3 a.m. emergency room visit. Why is this such a hidden threat after 60? Because your heart and blood vessels are simply not the same as they were at 40. By the time you reach retirement age, the elastic lining of your arteries has lost up to 30% of its flexibility. Your kidneys filter sodium more slowly. Hormones that keep blood pressure stable, like nitric oxide, decline steadily. A 2022 Johns Hopkins study found that seniors lose about 1% of their arterial elasticity every year after 60, which makes nighttime blood pressure spikes far more dangerous. Add to that the natural drop in melatonin, the sleep hormone that also relaxes blood vessels, and you have the perfect storm. A body that needs extra care at bedtime but habits that unknowingly create extra strain. Most people think, but I don't feel anything wrong. That's exactly the problem. High nighttime blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. A Japanese study of 6,000 adults over 60 found that those with normal daytime readings but elevated nighttime pressure were twice as likely to suffer heart failure within 5 years. And the habits that drive these hidden spikes are shockingly ordinary. They aren't extreme workouts or obvious junk foods, they're the cozy little rituals you might even think are healthy. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to count down the 3 most damaging bedtime habits that quietly sabotage your heart. Each one will come with an easy fix, backed by real research and practical steps you can start tonight. We'll move from number 3 down to number 1, and trust me, you've probably never thought of the final one, yet it could be the single biggest change you make this year. Pay close attention to habit number 2 in particular. Correcting it tonight could begin lowering nighttime blood pressure within days. Coming in at number 3 is something almost every senior does without a second thought: late night screen time. The warm glow of a tablet, the endless scroll of social media, or that last episode of your favorite show might feel harmless, but it's a triple threat to your heart. First, blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that signals your blood vessels to relax and your heart rate to slow. A 2021 Harvard study showed that just 2 hours of tablet use before bed delayed melatonin release by 90 minutes, meaning your heart keeps working in daytime mode well past midnight. Second, the mental stimulation raises cortisol, the stress hormone that stiffens arteries. And third, sitting still for that extra hour encourages fluid buildup in your legs, which shifts back toward the chest when you finally lie down, forcing your heart to pump harder. Here's the fix: create a 1-hour digital sunset. Turn off TVs, tablets, and phones at least 60 minutes before bed. If you absolutely must look at a screen, wear amber-tinted glasses or activate night mode filters to cut blue light. Replace that last episode with a simple routine. Dim the lights, stretch gently for 5 minutes, and sip a warm caffeine-free herbal tea like chamomile or lemon balm. This isn't just feel-good advice. In a 2023 trial at the University of Toronto, seniors who adopted a 1-hour digital curfew lowered their average nighttime systolic blood pressure by 8 points in 3 weeks, enough to slash stroke risk by nearly 20%. Mary from Ohio, age 67, used to fall asleep to late-night crime shows. Her doctor warned her about rising nighttime pressure, 150/95 while sleeping. She switched to the digital sunset routine, and within a month her overnight reading dropped to 132/82. "I thought it would be boring," she said, "but I'm sleeping deeper and my morning headaches are gone." Take a slow breath with me right now. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. Picture your heart beating steadily, calmly, like gentle waves on a lake. That's what we want every night, a heart that rests as deeply as you do. Now let's move to the habit you can change tonight that could have the biggest immediate impact on your heart: late evening salty snacks and hidden sodium. You might think, but I don't eat chips or fast food before bed. That's not the real danger. The silent culprit is often the healthy evening snack: low-fat cottage cheese, whole grain crackers, even a small bowl of canned soup or that comforting slice of leftover roast chicken. After 60, your kidneys filter sodium up to 30% more slowly. That means any extra salt eaten within 3 hours of bedtime lingers in your bloodstream through the night. Sodium pulls water into the vessels, increasing volume and making the heart pump harder exactly when it should be resting. A 2022 study in hypertension followed 8,000 adults over 60 and found that those who consumed more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium after 7 p.m. had a 42% higher risk of nocturnal hypertension, even when their total daily salt intake was moderate. In simple terms, that light bedtime snack could be the difference between a calm 110/70 reading and a dangerous 145/90 while you sleep. Why does this matter so much for seniors? Because the normal nighttime dip in blood pressure, about 10 to 20% lower than daytime, protects the heart and lets arteries repair microscopic damage. Without that dip, tiny cracks stay inflamed, and cholesterol deposits harden faster. Over months and years, this is a quiet path to heart failure or sudden stroke. Here's how to fix it starting tonight. Finish your main dinner at least 3 hours before bed. If you crave something afterward, choose a potassium-rich, naturally low-sodium option. A few slices of fresh pear, a small handful of unsalted almonds, or half a banana. Potassium balances sodium and helps the kidneys excrete excess fluid. Drink a warm mug of unsalted, homemade sleep broth. Simmer sliced celery, a pinch of turmeric, and fresh parsley for 20 minutes and sip slowly. Parsley acts as a gentle natural diuretic, easing fluid from your system before bedtime. Dr. Anita Kwan, a geriatric cardiologist at the Cleveland Clinic, tells her patients, "Think of your heart as an overnight construction crew. Too much sodium is like flooding the job site. It makes the crew work overtime and leaves cracks unpatched." Just ask Robert, a 72-year-old retired electrician from Arizona. He loved a bedtime bowl of canned chicken noodle soup. When his doctor caught his nighttime blood pressure at 155/95, Robert swapped his soup for a warm, unsalted pear and cinnamon compote. Within 2 weeks his nighttime pressure dipped to 128/78, and for the first time in years, he woke without swollen ankles. Take a gentle breath right now. Imagine your arteries soft and open like smooth rivers. See the sodium leaving your body easily, your heart pumping with a steady, quiet rhythm. Now we arrive at habit number 1, the most surprising, and the one almost no one talks about: falling asleep in a dry, overheated bedroom. It sounds harmless. Many seniors keep bedrooms toasty because they dislike the chill, or they run heaters and electric blankets through the night. But research shows a warm, dry room is a perfect storm for hidden heart stress. Here's why. 1. Overheated air above 70 degrees F/21 degrees Celsius forces your heart to work harder to release heat, raising nighttime heart rate by up to 10 beats per minute. 2. Low humidity below 35% thickens blood slightly as moisture evaporates from the skin and lungs, increasing the risk of nighttime clots. 3. Dry air also inflames nasal passages, leading to mild, undetected sleep apnea episodes, brief drops in oxygen that trigger spikes in blood pressure. A 2023 Finnish study found that seniors who slept in rooms averaging 73 degrees Fahrenheit had a 25% higher incidence of nocturnal hypertension compared to those sleeping at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And when humidity fell below 30%, nighttime arrhythmias doubled. The fix is surprisingly simple and often free. Aim for a bedroom temperature between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 16 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use a small cool mist humidifier to keep humidity near 45%, or simply place a shallow bowl of water near a gentle heat source. But wear light, breathable layers and keep an extra blanket within reach if you wake chilled. Layering lets your body self-regulate. Evelyn, age 69, used to keep her room at 75 degrees Fahrenheit with an electric blanket. After her doctor recommended cooler, slightly humid air, she lowered her thermostat and added a bedside humidifier. Within 1 week, she said, "I wasn't waking up with a pounding heart or dry mouth. I even walk upstairs now without feeling winded." Let's weave these fixes into a full evening flow. Early evening, 6 to 7 p.m. Eat a balanced dinner with at least 2 potassium-rich vegetables like spinach or sweet potato. Drink a tall glass of water to help flush sodium. A wind-down hour, 8 to 9 p.m. Begin the digital sunset. Dim lights to signal melatonin release. Take a 5-minute slow stretch or a gentle walk around the house. Pre-bed snack, if needed choose a pear, a few walnuts, or a warm unsalted herbal broth. A bedroom prep, 9 p.m. Set the thermostat to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, turn on a cool mist humidifier or place that water bowl and lay out a light blanket. A sleep ritual, 10 p.m. Try 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Picture your heart slowing to a calm, strong beat. Follow this pattern and you're giving your heart the overnight spa it deserves. Did you know that a nightcap helps you sleep is a myth? Alcohol may make you drowsy, but it fragments deep sleep and causes rebound blood pressure spikes around 3 a.m. A 2021 British study found just one glass of wine within 2 hours of bed raised nighttime heart rate by 11 beats per minute. And that warm, heart-healthy evening cocoa? Check the label. Many mixes hide over 200 milligrams of sodium per cup. Unsweetened pure cocoa with warm milk and a pinch of cinnamon is a much better choice. Pause and consider. Which of these 3 habits, screen time, hidden sodium, or overheated bedrooms, sneaks into your nights most often? Could you try a digital sunset tonight, even just for 30 minutes? What low-sodium snack could replace your usual bedtime treat? How cool and comfortable is your bedroom right now? Share your thoughts in the comments so others can learn from your experience. If protecting your heart matters to you, wait until you see our upcoming guide on 5 morning drinks that clean your arteries. It pairs perfectly with these bedtime changes to give your heart 24-hour protection. Take one more deep breath with me. Inhale, hold, exhale slowly. Imagine the quiet rhythm of a strong, healthy heart carrying you peacefully through the night. Before we finish, let's hear a few more real-life wins that show how quickly these bedtime changes can make a difference. Take Gloria, 74, a retired librarian from Oregon. She struggled with morning dizziness and ankle swelling for years. Her doctor blamed just aging, but a home monitor revealed midnight blood pressure spikes as high as 160/92. Gloria began the full routine. No screens an hour before bed, a banana almond snack if hungry, and she lowered her bedroom temperature to 65 degrees Fahrenheit with a small humidifier. In just 3 weeks, her midnight reading averaged 125/76, and the dizziness vanished. I feel 10 years younger, she says, and my morning walks are a joy again. Or Samuel, 70, who loved a late-night crossword on his tablet. When he switched to a printed puzzle book and warm lemon balm tea, his resting heart rate dropped by 8 beats per minute within a month. His cardiologist told him that single change likely reduced his 5-year risk of heart failure by nearly 15%. Stories like these aren't rare. They're proof that your heart is always ready to heal when you give it the chance. Now, I invite you to a brief guided visualization. Close your eyes if you can. Inhale for a count of 4, hold gently, exhale for 6. Picture your bedroom cool and softly lit, a light blanket around you, the hum of a quiet humidifier in the background. Imagine each heartbeat moving smoothly, evenly, like gentle ocean waves. With every breath, tension melts from your shoulders and your heart rests deeper. This is the calm we want you to feel every night. As you settle into this vision, remember these key nightly steps. 1 hour digital sunset. Let melatonin rise and blood pressure fall. No hidden sodium after dinner. Protect that critical nighttime dip. Cool, comfortable air. Give your heart a restful environment. These are not gimmicks or extreme diets. They are small, practical actions with science on their side. Your body responds quickly. Many seniors notice better sleep, steadier morning energy, and even clearer thinking within 2 weeks. Consider these questions, and feel free to share your answers in the comments to inspire others. Which bedtime habit surprised you most tonight? Could you commit to 1 full week of a digital sunset in a cooler bedroom to see how you feel? What low-sodium evening snack sounds appealing to you right now? Your experiences may spark someone else's breakthrough. Remember, your heart is not your enemy. Even if you've had years of restless nights or high readings, it's always trying to protect you. Every deep breath, every low-sodium snack, every cooler, more restful night gives it the tools to repair and strengthen. The improvements can begin within days. You might notice steadier mornings, reduced swelling, or fewer nighttime awakenings before the week is out. If you found these insights valuable, you'll love our upcoming video, 5 morning drinks that clean your arteries, which pairs perfectly with these bedtime steps for round-the-clock heart support. Subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss it. Now it's your turn. Which of these 3 changes will you try first? Digital sunset, low-sodium evening, or a cooler bedroom? Comment below and let us know. Your story might help another viewer take that life-saving first step. Like this video if you're ready to give your heart the peaceful nights it deserves. Share it with a friend or loved one over 60 who could use a gentle reminder that small habits matter. And remember, your body is always ready to heal. Just give it the right nighttime environment. Take one last slow breath. Inhale calm, exhale tension. Tonight, let your heart rest deeply, beat by steady beat, all the way until morning.